Alright guys, good morning and welcome to our 9 a.m. strength workout for Tuesday. Very excited to bring you a great workout for today. If you have got a barbell, dumbbells, power bag, kettlebells, you can do this workout. It has been designed for a barbell, but that's okay. We can always adjust to work with what we need to work with. So let's start warming up. Let's start warming up our joints. And as we do, I'll go through the workout with you for today. So our workout today is split into two or three parts, depending on how you want to look at it. 3 workouts. Workout A is our main strength component. It's a little bit slower. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be supersetting deadlifts with single leg hip thrusts or hip or glute bridges. All right, so you need to get 10 deadlifts followed by 6 hip thrusts, single leg hip thrusts done per leg in 2 minutes, okay? And we're going to be doing 5 total sets. So the first set is more of a warm-up set. So for example, if you're using a bar, all right, you might go for bar-only deadlifts and you'll go for just body weight single leg hip thrusts. For the next 4 working sets, what you'll do is you'll obviously have added your weight to your bar, okay, for your deadlifts, whatever you have available or whatever works for you, okay? And then you can also add weight across the hips for your hip thrusts as well to create more engagement. So that's going to take us roughly 10 minutes to get through, all right? We then have 2 7-minute training blocks. So, training block B has got 3 exercises in it. And you'll be cycling through those 3 exercises for 7 minutes. It's not an AMRAP, it's not about how many reps you can do, it's about making sure we have good quality reps. We'll get a 2-minute rest, and then workout C is another 7-minute block. All right, but we're going to be working different movement patterns. So workout B is going to work our push and pull movement pattern. All right, workout C is going to be working our squat and push movement patterns as well. And we've got our hinge movement pattern for our deadlifts and our single leg hip thrust. So plenty to work through for a Monday. A little bit more of a slow paced workout, so not so much about, you know, the volume of reps, okay, or you can create more intensity by looking at the weight that you're using. If you don't have access to a lot of weight, all right, then you might be looking at the tempo of your reps. You might be looking at the range of motion. You might be looking at the base of which you're working from. There's a whole variety of different ways that you can create intensity for your at-home workout. All right, let's go through our flow. Down into our child's pose. Make yourself nice and long. And just take some deep breaths. When you're ready, shift your weight forward, arch your back. And then a bit of cat-cow action. Just working through the hips and the shoulders. So it is a strength workout for today. We are focused a little bit more on our primary movements, our big movement patterns, all right? So we have got squats, we have got deadlifts, we've got push presses in there, we've got some bent forward rows, we've also got a few push-ups in there as well. So remembering, if you need, all right, you can use your suspension trainer if you have one, you can use a chair or a bench or a sofa, okay, if you need to bring your body weight up to help with your push-ups. Squeeze that back glute, nice stretch as we go through. So each of workout B and C is going to also have a core exercise in it. I think we've got some sit-ups in there and we've got some Russian twists today. Opposite side, right leg to right arm, rotate up. So plenty to work with. If you're tuning in on Facebook, thanks for tuning in with us for today's workout. Make sure you give us a like, maybe share it, hit share, invite your friends to be part of it. Start a watch party. You can all work out together on a watch party. Okay, now what we're also going to do quickly is we're going to do a little bit of ankle mobility, and we're also going to do some wall slides. So what I want you to do is just find a wall or a pillar or somewhere, foot up close, touching the wall, squatting down, pushing that knee to the wall just 2 or 3 times, then pulling your foot back about an inch, doing it again, all right, until you can no longer reach the wall unless you lift up your heel. We don't want to lift our heel up. So we're just working on that dorsiflexion or that ankle mobility, which is going to help us when we get to our squats, but it's also going to help us a little bit during those hip thrusts as well.
We can't see you on the camera.
Cool, that's good. You don't need to see me, you guys know what to do. Facebook can see me. So ankle mobility and wall slides. So when I do my wall slides, my arms are shoulder width apart, 90-degree bend at the elbow, they travel straight up the wall, and they stay shoulder width apart. We don't bring them together. The elbows stay on the wall. Just working through those lats. They can get a little bit tight. With a lot of sitting at the moment. This is going to help when we come to do our push presses as well. Only need to do 5 or 6 reps there, nothing too crazy. Alright, so we're going to start with our warm up now, guys. So we're going to be working through our hips predominantly. Alright, we have a lot of hip work today. Alright, so we've got bodyweight squats, we've got Cossack squats, we've got step back lunges, and we've got good morning. So we're going to be following through that pattern. 10 reps of each one, okay, for 2 rounds, okay? So when you're ready, you can get started into your squat position. Remember, screw the feet in, all the way down, drive out, squeeze the glutes. 10. Keep the chest up. Then we've got our Cossack, so our nice wide stance, down to the side and up. 5 on each side. Keep the chest up, try not to fold over at the hips. Make sure you've got your tunes on at home, your music. Facebook doesn't like it when I play music, so it's good you can have your own music. All right, we've got step backs now. So feet on train tracks. Don't need to take too big a step. And then we've got our good morning. So remember with your good morning, pull your shoulder blades back, stand nice and tall, push the hips back, load up the hamstrings, and then drive forward, squeeze the glutes. Alright, back to the start. So squats again, round 2. Pick up the pace a little bit more this time. Cossacks. step backs. So a lot of glute work in this warm up, simply because our main strength activity today is our hinge, okay, which is going to work the glutes and the hamstrings. And Cossacks to finish. Try not to let yourself pull yourself forward like that. You can see how round my back is when I pull myself down. So elbows back, hips back, will give you a nice neutral spine. Awesome. All right, so what you want to do now, guys, is you want to get yourself set up. All right, so we are doing a warm-up first. We've got deadlifts and we've got single leg hip thrusts. So we're warming up by reducing the load. Okay, so for our members, you would know that this is often where we would do our bar only set, okay, without any weight. So if you are using a bar, no weights on the bar for your deadlifts, okay, and then it will be body weight only for your hip thrusts. After that, we've got our 4 working sets, okay, where we can add our weight, and we can also have a weight across our hips for our hip thrusts. But as soon as I press go on the buzzer, our warm-up set starts. So like I said, we need to get 10 deadlifts, followed by 6 hip thrusts per leg. We're doing single leg hip thrusts. Done in that 2 minutes. We rest for the remainder of the 2 minutes, and then we go again. And including our warm-up set, we've got 5 sets to get through. All right, so just checking in with our members. Does that all make sense over there? Does everyone get that? Thumbs up if you do. Brilliant. Awesome. Okay, it may mean that if you're using a kettlebell, you might use a lighter kettlebell as well. I'm going to use my trusty power bag for this. All right. All right, so let's get ready to go. I'm going to push go on the timer and we'll be away. All right, so we're starting in 10 seconds with our warm-up set. So this should be a lighter weight or body weight only. 10 deadlifts. Let's go. Then we've got single leg hip thrust, body weight only to start. So, one leg up in the air, hands across the chest, drive up and squeeze. 6. And swap legs. Awesome. All right, so I've got about a minute's rest now. That's enough time for me to set my weights up on my bar, get ready to go. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to progress to a couple of dumbbells for my deadlifts. And then I'll use my power bag for my hip thrusts. Remember, when you're doing your deadlifts, whether you're using a bar, dumbbells, kettlebells, you need to keep the weight really close. We term it shave your legs with the bar. Okay, so the bar moves very close to the legs. All right, we don't hold it out here. If we do hold it out too far, we increase the load on the lumbar. People have experienced more and more back pain. So keep the weight close in to your legs when you're doing it. All right, here we go. 8 seconds and we start our first working set. You've got 10 deadlifts. Here we go. Let's go. And then I've got my hip thrust. So I'm going to put my power bag this time across my hips for a bit of extra load. Single leg. Swapping sides. So we're supersetting deadlifts with single leg hip thrusts. Very glute specific. All right, so our glutes are going to fatigue very, very quickly through this. More, just under 30 seconds rest and we go again. 20 seconds. All right, almost there. Starting in 5. This is our second working set. Let's go. 10 deadlifts. Squeeze those glutes at the top. And then into the hip thrusts. Six on each leg. Then you get to rest. Whew. 2 working sets down. So for you guys tuning in via Facebook, thanks very much for being on. Some regular faces there. Hope you're getting some value from our workouts. Hope you are making the most of the current situation. Staying on focus with your health. Very important right now. Very important. Remember, health is exercise, but also nutrition, so make sure you're on point with that as well. All right, 10 seconds, and we're into our third working set. 3 of 4 working sets. Here we go. Let's go. 10 deadlifts. And then into your hip thrusts. Remember, you can add a kettlebell, you might have a dead ball or a medicine ball, power bag across your hips. Get that pelvic tilt first, drive the hip up, squeeze that grounded glute. These are not easy. Work. When you're doing single leg hip thrusts, it's important to notice, is there an imbalance between one leg to the other? Okay? Really important to see, Are the hips moving equally? Hales did a run this morning. I did a run this morning too, Haley. It was nice to get out early morning, clear the head after a long weekend, that's for sure. All right, 10 seconds, guys, and we're into our last deadlift superset. Here we go. Let's do it. And my hip thrusts. Six on each leg. Tough gig. Tough gig. Those single leg hip thrusts, the glutes fatigue really, really quickly. All right, especially with that superset. All right, when you are done there, guys, you can grab yourself a quick drink. We're going to get ready to get into workout B and C. All right, so while you're just having a rest, let's go through workouts B and workout C. All right, so workout B, our 3 exercises. We've got our bent forward rows. Now, if you are using a bar or a power bag, you've got 8 bent forward rows. All right, if you are using a kettlebell, all right, you can either do 8 lunge rows per side, or you could do 16 alternating dead start rows, completely up to you. All right. We then have 8 push-ups, and then we have 8 hollow hold pulses. Okay. So going through the exercises. All right. So like I said, if I'm using a bag or a bar, all right, I've got my 8 deadlifts. Sorry, my 8 bent forward rows, making sure that I've bent forward as far as I can. Okay, I'm rowing up, squeezing, focusing on squeezing those shoulder blades together around the middle of the back, all right, the lower lat area. We're then going to drop down into our push-ups, so we've got 8 of those. And then we're going to roll over into our hollow hold pulse. So we're going to make ourselves nice and long, all right, hands together, feet together. We're going to push our lower back into the ground, raise our arms and our shoulder blades off the ground. Hold for a count of 2, 3, and then relax. Up, 2, 3, relax. Up, 2, 3, relax. Okay? So they are our 3 exercises. All right, we are doing 8, 8, and 8. Okay, 8 bent forward rows, 8 push-ups, 8 hollow hold pulses. And we're going to cycle through that for 7 minutes, working at our pace. All right, we then get a 2-minute rest and we move on to workout C. Workout C has 8 squats. So that's going to be goblet squats if you've got a kettlebell, or it's going to be front squats if you've got a bar. 8 push presses, so going above our head. All right, and then 8 Russian twists per side. So that's our 7-minute training block for workout C. All right, does that all make sense, guys, over here? Thumbs up. If you've got any questions, take yourself off mute now. Ask any questions. Once I push go, it's 7-2-7 non-stop. All right, awesome. Everyone looks good. All right, we're going to get cracking then. Starting in 10 seconds. So we've got bent forward rows, push-ups, hollow holds. Let's go. So, bent forward row. Lower myself down like I'm doing a deadlift. Pull up, squeeze the shoulder blades together. You'll notice how I pull the bag into my hip. I'm not pulling it up around my chest, all right? Elbows back. Push-ups, 8. Hands together. Up, 2, 3, release. This is my hollow holds. Up, 2, 3, release. Up, 2, 3. All right, so that's the end of one round. I'm going to move through these as quickly as I want to move through, making sure that I'm focused on good quality reps. I'm not focused on the quantity of reps as such, all right? All right, bend forward rows. I'm going to switch to my dumbbells this time, a bit heavier. Keeping them close to my legs again though. Do my push-ups. And then my hollow holds. All right, I can already really feel that core starting to fatigue. I've only done 2 rounds of hollow holds. So remember, it's a 7-minute training block, guys. It's not about how fast or how many. It's about working at your own individual pace and getting good quality reps. Under 3 minutes to go, guys. You're doing well. Now, if I was using a kettlebell for this, all right, I could do dead start rows. So I'm going to still do my 8, but I've got to do 8 per side, okay? 2 minutes. These are cooking me right now. Alright, last alternative on my row is to do 8 lunge rows per side. If I had a single dumbbell or a single kettlebell, alright, get in a nice forward lunge position, pull that hip down to the side that you're rowing. So in this case, it's my left hip, okay? Nice straight line from my heel all the way to the back of my head. Grab the corner of my bell, so lean it back. All right, and then I'm going to pull up towards my hip and squeeze. Other side. Pull that hip down. That's my 8. All right, 15 seconds, guys. Well done, awesome work. Resting time. All right, we have 2 minutes rest. So, nice, big, slow, deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth to bring your heart rate back down, okay? We're moving on to workout C now. Again, 3 exercises. All right, we have got squats, we've got push press, all right, and we've got Russian twists per side, okay? So again, if you're using a single dumbbell or kettlebell, you're gonna be in that goblet position, okay, for your squats and for your push press. If you're using a bar, we want that front rack position, all right, for our squats and for our push press, all right? Russian twists, really important, whatever you decide to use. I've got a little slam ball here, which I might use today, okay, is that we lock those elbows in and the weight, or whatever we're holding, stays in front of our torso. So for me, that's as far as I go. I don't need to take it to the ground. If I do, I'm just adding more shearing force to my lower back, which we don't want, okay? The core works best when it's resisting rotation. So it wants to resist our movement, okay? So shoulders back, lean back, 1.
We can't hear you.
All right, so rotating per side. You can't hear me, sorry guys. Didn't realize you couldn't hear me. Hopefully Facebook can hear me. Hopefully you guys, can you hear me now? Yep, cool. So, we've got 20 seconds before we start. 8 squats, 8 push presses, 8 Russian twists per side on the Russian twists. 7 minutes, non-stop. When we're done, we are done for this workout. All right, here we go. I'm gonna use a bag first. So, up to my rack position for my squats. And I've got 8 presses. Biceps next to ears. And my Russian twists. So that's what a round looks like, guys. We're working our way through 7 minutes of that. So this time I'm going to swap to a kettlebell just to show you the difference in that goblet position. So kettlebell up to my chest. All right. Squatting down, knees out. All right, pressing up. And then I got my Russian twists again. Whew. Oh. Again, it's a training block, guys. It's not an AMRAP. You can treat it as such if you like, as long as it doesn't compromise your form. All right. Russian twist once again. 8 per side. Shoulders back. Phew. 3 minutes to go, guys. 3 minutes and it's all done. Shoulders are really starting to fatigue now, especially after those push-ups as well. Whew. Under 2 minutes to go. So for those of you tuning in via Facebook, we're making our way through our very last part of our workout today. 8 7-minute training block, 3 exercises, 8 squats, 8 push presses, 8 Russian twists per side. So just making our way through that. We've got our members over here on Zoom. All right, we've got our coaches board up. They can see the entire workout. We've got 1:20 to go. my 8 presses, Russian twists. You'll notice when I do my Russian twists, elbows are in, I only rotate far enough to keep that weight in front of me. I don't take it all the way to the ground. Stops the shearing force across the lower back, making sure the shoulder blades are together. That's it guys, well done. 7 minutes is done. Phew. Oh. So today's workout guys, a little bit slower paced, a bit more focused on strength. All right. Not every workout has to destroy you, but I can tell you I am working pretty hard. Be interested to see what the MyZone has to say a little bit later on. But guys, that's it from me. I'm going to tune in with our members. If you'd like to know more about our online and virtual coaching, then just type virtual into the comments and I'll make sure I reach out to you with an awesome offer. Have a fantastic day, Facebook. See you later.